Tonight we're going to cook a quick dinner because I'm in a hurry. And so I'm going to take and show you how to repurpose a pork tenderloin because they were on sale last week. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on my electric skillet. I'm going to put it on medium-high heat, and I'm going to put just a tiny bit of oil in my skillet so that way we can fry up this pork tenderloin. All right. A pork tenderloin cooks fairly quickly, but if I wanted to cook in a hurry, I have found that the best thing I can do is slice it into medallions. So that's what I'm going to do with half of my pork tenderloin tonight so that Ricky and I can eat dinner in a hurry and get this cooked up, and so that we can go ahead and have dinner on the table a whole lot quicker. So I'm going to take and throw this in the trash and get it out of my way. Get this piece off. I'm going to take this pork tenderloin and I'm going to cut it into small little medallions so that they cook in a hurry. And then I'm going to save this other piece and I'm going to roast it like a pork tenderloin another night, because half of this will give Ricky and I more than enough for us to eat tonight. So I'm just going to take and slice this pork tenderloin, the half of it, into little medallions so that they cook in a hurry. And I'm going to set this to the side for me to roast whole another night this week. Now I'm going to take and I'm going to put a little bit of flour here in my plate so that way I can dip these so that I can just kind of barely pan fry these pork medallions, and I'm going to season my pork. All right, so there's a little bit of flour, and I'm going to season these little pork medallions with a little bit of pepper and a tiny bit of seasoned salt. So it's really simple seasonings, and it will give you a really delicious outcome. All right, there's my pepper. And now, so I've used my pepper, and I'm going to use some seasoned salt. And I'm going to season them fairly liberally so that they've got plenty of seasoning on them. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and I'm going to just run them through and dredge them in just a little bit of flour. All right. Now, those are seasoned. And now I'm just going to take and I'm going to run them through the flour. I'm going to set them, and you can see that my oil is hot. So I'm just going to set them in here after I dredge them in flour. I'm just going to set them in here, and I'm going to put them in there just to brown. I'm not going to get them done. I just want to brown them just a tiny bit. This will make a delicious, quick, easy meal for your family. It's cost effective and it's just simple. I love simple dishes where we can just be able to feed our family on a budget and feed them in a hurry. And like I said, they had these pork tenderloins on sale last week for $1.97 a pound. And as you notice, I'm only using half of that whole pork tenderloin for Ricky and my dinner. And this would feed a small family of 4. All right. Now then, and I'm going to just set this in here and I'm going to brown it. I'm going to turn this up a little bit higher now that I'm ready to be able to watch it and manage it. And I'm going to set everything over to the side. And as you can see, cooking can be a little messy sometimes. It's okay. It all cleans up. It's super easy. And I'm so thankful to be able to be here with you guys again and to cook with you some more, because I really enjoy getting to teach people how to do what I do in the kitchen. All right. We're going to let these brown on one side and then we'll turn them. All right, look at how those are sizzling in there. Don't they look yummy? All right. We'll let them just keep sizzling for just a minute. While that's happening, I'm going to show you how we're going to make an all-in-one dish. This is going to make some little pork medallions, and I'm going to show you how to make a gravy that can go on top of it. The first thing we're going to do is take a regular can of cream of mushroom soup. And I'm going to put that in my bowl. All right. We're gonna brown those medallions up. And now, I've had a lot of people go, I don't like sour cream. I promise you, even if you don't like sour cream, I encourage you just to go ahead and try this because it doesn't taste like sour cream anymore, but it makes a really wonderful gravy. And so I'm going to put about a cup of sour cream. So I'm going to put equal amounts of sour cream and cream with mushroom soup. And then you're just going to stir this together. All right, see? That's how it looks, all right? Now I'm going to turn my pork medallions, and when my pork medallions get brown, I'm just going to pour this over the top, set this to low, and cover it up. All right, now look at our skillet, and these have browned just a little bit, so I'm going to give them a flip. And nice and brown. Those look good. I wish you had smell-o-vision because they smell amazing. Alright. And these have been cooking for probably maybe 5 minutes. Now what I'm going to do is there's a little bit of oil in here, and I'm going to absorb with a paper towel my excess oil in here. I'm just going to take a paper towel that I folded up, and I'm going to just take up all the extra oil that's in my pan so that we don't have a lot of extra oil. As I put all of my gravy ingredients in here, I don't want it to just be greasy at all. So I'm going to leave my brown bits in here because that's what makes it tasty. And I've gotten all the extra oil out. And then I just take this out and toss it in the trash can. Now, I'm going to turn this down to low, as low as it'll go, and I'm going to pour our gravy mixture right over the top of these pork medallions. And I'm just going to set the lid on this, and I'm just going to leave it for about 15 or 20 minutes until these pork medallions are completely done. And I am going to start on some other sides to go with it. This is a wonderful dish that's amazing served over rice. You can serve it over mashed potatoes. Mashed potatoes happens to be my family's favorite. And you'll notice I'm used to cooking for my great big family. So my pan is way bigger than it needs to be for just Ricky and I. But you get the idea. You could do this on top of the stove. You can actually, at this point, take and put it in your oven and cook it. You can actually cook this meal in your crock pot as well and leave it sitting there and simmering for your family throughout the day. But this was just what I needed to do tonight in order to get it done. So I have already turned it down to low, and I'm going to cover this, and I'm going to leave it for 15 or 20 minutes. I'll be back to show you the final product in about 15 minutes. All right, let's check our pork medallions. Let's see what they look like. Oh, those smell so yummy. And look, the gravy's beginning to brown just a little bit, and they're getting tender. All right. And it's thinning the gravy just a little bit. So that's what it looks like. And we like probably another 10 minutes or so, and we will be ready to eat these on top of our mashed potatoes. And I'm going to show you how to make mashed potatoes, and we will save that for another night so that you can put that with whatever you're having for dinner. I'm going to cover these back up for another 10 minutes. Our pork medallions are done. Oh my goodness. Whew, I wish you could smell this wonderful meat facial that I'm getting to experience right now. All right, let's take these up and put them in my bowl, and we can set them to the side. And you see how that's just done, and the gravy is nice and thick and ready to roll. And this is what happens when you cook it in your crock pot or your oven or on the stove. There's so many ways to cook this. Another thing I love to do this with is I will do this with chicken. You can do it with boneless pieces of chicken. And we call it sour cream chicken at our house. But this is one of our very favorite things for my family. It was quick and easy. It was something I could cook while we were at the ball field. It was something that was easy, and it was always delicious, and it sticks to your ribs on those nights when you come in and you're looking for something to just feed your family in a hurry. So, thank you so much for joining me. I encourage you to give sour cream. These are pork cutlets, or you could do pork chops, or you could do sour cream chicken tenders or sour cream chicken breasts, or whatever your family loves. That's the thing I love, is when you're cooking your own food in your kitchen, you get to pick whatever you do. Enjoy. I hope this is delicious. Let me know if you try this. Bye-bye. Ooh, it's going to be so good. Thank you, everybody, for joining me in the kitchen again. And I just wanted to say thank you so much for your prayers. I'm not 100%. I still have a crazy voice going on. But thanks for joining us making pork medallions, whipped potatoes, and green peas tonight. Dinner's delicious. God bless you all. Thanks for watching.